Let's take a journey to the very beginning, the genesis of the promise. Imagine the earth, dark and without form, a place of emptiness. And then a voice spoke into that nothingness, the voice of God, saying, "Let there be light." And suddenly, light pierced through the darkness, revealing a world yet to be shaped. But even then, God had already begun thinking about you. Yes, you. Before God created man, He was preparing a magnificent place for him. He began by bringing light into existence. Then He created the firmament, separating the waters above from those below. Dry land emerged, and plants began to grow. Grass, herbs, and fruit trees, filling the earth with color, fragrance, and life. But this wasn't just random creation. God was crafting a masterpiece, a beautiful home for His most cherished creation, you and me. Why did God take such care, such time, such detail? Because He had a grand design. He wasn't in a rush. He wasn't content with good enough. No, God was preparing the perfect place for you, a place where you could not only survive, but thrive. Each step of creation was intentional. He created fruit-bearing trees so that man could taste and see that He is good. He filled the seas with life and the skies with stars to stir a sense of wonder and adventure. The stars, the moon, the sun, God set them in the sky to mark days and nights, to fill us with a sense of time and wonder. These heavenly bodies have fascinated us for generations, inspiring dreams, stories, and achievements. But even then, God wasn't finished. He filled the waters with creatures, from the smallest fish to the mighty whales. The skies came alive with birds of every kind. The earth was teeming with life. But still, He waited. God wasn't done. Why? Because He was saving the best for the last. He was preparing the earth like a palace for a king. He was waiting to crown His creation with you, the one made in His image, after His likeness. You see, my friend, you were not an afterthought. God could have made you at any point, but He wanted everything to be perfect, so that when He created you, He could look at everything and say, "It is very good." But here's the truth. How often do we forget? How often do we feel like we are not enough? Like we are just one more face in the crowd, lost in a sea of billions. But I'm here to remind you today, you're God's masterpiece. You are crafted with intention, filled with purpose, and destined for greatness. Don't let your circumstances, your past, or your failures define you. Remember, you were crafted to have dominion, to be fruitful, to multiply, to subdue the earth. You were made to thrive. But maybe you face moments of failure or despair. Maybe you've heard voices that say you're not enough, that you've messed up too much, but there's no hope for you. Remember, Adam and Eve, even in their greatest mistake, God didn't turn away. He spoke the first promise of redemption. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. That was a promise, that in the midst of our greatest failure, there's still hope, still a future. So, what is holding you back today? What lies have you believed that are stopping you from stepping into your purpose? God created you with dominion over the earth, with authority and strength. But it's up to you to claim it. Don't settle for less than what God has promised. Don't live in fear or doubt. Step out in faith. Speak this truth over your life. I am created in the image of God. I am chosen. I am loved. I am destined for greatness. Take a moment right now and declare it. Comment below with one thing you're grateful for today. Share a promise from God that you are holding on to. And if this message has stirred something in your spirit, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Don't keep the hope and joy to yourself. Let's spread it far and wide. Together, we can build a community of faith, hope, and love. Remember, God's promises are real, and they are for you. They are cushions for the blows of life, guiding light in our darkest moments. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for God to reveal His power and love. Trust this process. Trust His timing. Know that He's preparing you for something greater than you could ever imagine. Even when things seem unclear, He's working in the background, crafting a beautiful future just for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of inspiration and encouragement. Join me on this incredible journey towards the fullness of God's promises. Let's live out our divine purpose together every single day. Remember, you are deeply loved, highly favored, and destined for greatness. Until next time, stay blessed and walk in the light of His promises.